officially in December now, the 12th and final month of the year. Snow has begun gracing us with its presence, unless you live in London like me that is. Decorations have been put up, food shopping, present shopping, money wasting. Christmas is finally upon us, and while there's nothing better than curling up in bed in a fluffy blanket, watching Frozen Planet with a boiling cup of hot chocolate loaded with mini baby marshmallows this time of year, there are other staples that are a part of people's Christmases. Movies. Christmas movies. Everyone has a favourite one. The Grinch, Elf, Love Actually, Nightmare Before Christmas, Die Hard for those who actually classify it a Christmas movie. But one reigns supreme above all others: Home Alone. The release date of the Home Alone video game, November 29, 2006, makes sense as it's the month prior to Christmas. I mean, it would have been quite half-witted to release a Home Alone game in the summer. So given that it's that time of year again, it's only right that I play the game on PlayStation 2 and see if it lives up to the reputation of the films. However, the question remains, which Home Alone is the game based on? At the point of its release, 4 Home Alone films had come out. Is it the first and second where Macaulay Culkin is the main kid? Or is it the third, where Scarlett Johansson is the sister? No. When glancing at the cover art, you notice an animated version of Mike Weinberg, the child actor who played Kevin McAllister in the 4th Home Alone film. Quite odd considering Home Alone 4 was the worst received and Macaulay Culkin would be the most recognisable since his duology kickstarted the franchise and performed the best, both financially and critically speaking. Regardless, Kevin's peering out of the letterbox. Letterbox? That doesn't sound right. It's not a box, it's a slip. Letter slip? Mail slot. For once the Americans are right. I'm looking at you, aluminum. Anyway, you see Kevin peering out of a mail slot with his customary wide-eyed look of fear plastered on his face. Despite giving the suggestion that it would be based on the 4th movie installment through the cover art, it's clearly very much based on the first film by the burglars involved. While Vera's not in the game, Harry and Marv is. Well, for the most part at least.
No, don't Vera honey me. You're not even as smart as this kid who, in case you hadn't noticed, is totally kicking our butts. Well, from now on, I am my own boss.
Therefore, to me, it gives the suggestion that it could just be a financial constraint they had in being unable to pay Macaulay Culkin a sufficient amount for his likeness for the cover art. Although the game is based on the first Home Alone film, it doesn't feature Marv in-game, even though you can see an animated version of him on the menu screen, which is a bizarre choice. At least you can have the pleasure of having 4 Joe Pescis on screen at once. Who wouldn't love that? In the game, you can choose from up to 4 characters: Carl, Carly, Kelly, and the only one that's an actual character from the films, Kevin. Not that that's a massive problem, seeing as Kevin's the most well known. But given that it seems that they just opted for Kevin, then a female version in Kelly, and Carl with a female version in Carly, they surely could have added Alex, the main character in Home Alone 3, instead of a complete randomer in Carl. But the fact that Alex is a unisex name could have scuppered his chances of being in the game. Not like they couldn't have chosen another random name for a girl. That would have been asking way too much. Oh well. The aim of the game, as you can imagine, is keeping the burglars out of your house. As you're a child that's home alone. You do this as you go through 10 levels throughout the roughly 3-hour runtime, ridding your house of any burglars using traps to catch them, and preventing more from entering by locking the doors and windows of your house and using tools that you gather around the map by the entrances of your house to do so. Even if you dispose of a burglar, they keep coming until you're able to lock all of the doors and windows. So you should do it in that order to progress. The score system in the levels is based on locking the entrances to the house and which traps you use on the burglars. The traps in your arsenal include firecrackers that explode at their feet, springs that get them airborne, iron, flower bomb, bowling ball, pet tarantula, glue and oil can, all of which can be useful in different ways against the burglars and does varying levels of damage. Although I was having an okay time going through this, my frustration hit a peak when I realised that the game does not save progression, only high scores. When you get a game over, you're forced to start from the beginning again, whether you were on the first level or the 9th. For that reason, I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even bring myself to finish the game, and nor should you, ever. While the isometric stealthy experience could be seen as a decent Christmas party game, one aspect of the game, co-op, while fun, slightly defies the logic of Home Alone, don't you think? Which is why I didn't play it. Not because I got bored and fed up of the gameplay loop, most certainly not. Okay, that is why. But it still doesn't make any sense. The premise of Home Alone is being home. Alone. Having a co-op partner kinda messes with that concept.
I made my family disappear.
It was developed by British studio Coyote Console, which explains why it was solely released in Europe and Australia, as well as published by Blast Entertainment, who are best known for licensed video games such as Little Britain, Bob the Builder, Garfield, and Charlotte's Web. Home Alone was just another one. After a ton of movie tie-in games in the 3 years that they were around, Blast Entertainment was closed down in 2009. Overall, I can't really fault the game too much when it just cost me £3 and I got a seasonal video out of it. However, the annoyance it causes after a game over when you have to restart from the first level, regardless of how far you have progressed, is too substantial to overlook. And along with a lack of effort to put Marv into the game itself, despite having images and animations of him throughout the game, makes it look half-baked. For those reasons, I really can't recommend this game for anything other than a one and done Christmas Day fun with the family.
Do you now? That's very generous of you.
Thanks so much for watching. If you're feeling in the giving mood this Christmas, make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Comment your thoughts and subscribe for more video essays and retrospectives like this. See ya!